guys, welcome to my channel Radha the Learner. So today we are going to study NCERT book class 8 geography chapter number 4 agriculture. So chapter number 1, 2 और 3 के वीडियोस geography के मैंने पहले ही वीडियो अपलोड कर दिया है. अगर आपको चाहिए तो आप जाके देख सकते हैं. So let's start. First, we will go through introduction. The transformation from a plant to a finished product involves three types of economic activities. First is primary, secondary, and tertiary. So basically, primary activities include all those connected with extraction and production of natural resources, and secondary activities are concerned with the processing of these resources. So tertiary activities provide support to the primary and secondary activities through services. Their example are primary activities: agriculture, fishing and gathering; secondary activities: manufacturing of steel, baking of bread and weaving of cloth, etc. Tertiary activities: transport, trade, banking, insurance, advertising, etc. So our next topic is agriculture. Agriculture is a primary activity. It includes growing crops, fruits, vegetables, flowers and rearing of livestock. In the world, 50% of persons are engaged in agricultural activities. Two-third of India's population is still dependent on agriculture. Favorable topography of soil and climate are vital for agriculture activity. The land on which the crops are grown is known as a arable land. Agriculture, the science and art of cultivation on the soil, raising crops and rearing livestock, is called farming. Now, next is sericulture, commercial real of silkworms. It may supplement the income of the farmer. Next, pisciculture, breeding of fish in specially constructed tanks and ponds. Next, viticulture, cultivation of grapes, horticulture, growing vegetables, flowers, and fruits for commercial use. So, here viticulture is still cultivation of grapes, and next point is horticulture, that is growing vegetables from flowers and fruits for commercial use. Farm system. Agriculture farming can be looked at as a system. The important inputs are seeds, fertilizers, machinery, and labor. Some of the operation involved are following: sowing, irrigation, weeding, and harvesting. The output from the system include crops, milk, dairy, and poultry. Types of farming. Farming is practiced in various ways across the world, depending upon the geographical condition, demand of produce, labor, and level of technology. Farming can be classified into two main types. These are subsistence farming and commercial farming. So, our next first farming is organic farming. In this type of farming, organic manure and natural pesticides are used instead of chemicals. No genetic modification is done to increase the yield of the crop. Now, next is subsistence farming. This type of farming is practiced to meet the needs of the farmer's family. Traditionally, low level of technology and household labor are used to produce on small output. Subsistence farming can be for the classified as intensive subsistence and primitive subsistence farming. In intensive subsistence agriculture, the farmer cultivates small plot of land using simple tools and more labor. Climate with large number of days with sunshine and fertile soil permit growing of more than one crop naturally on the same plot. Rice is the main crop. Other crop include wheat, maize, pulses and oilseeds. Intensive substances agriculture is prevalent in the thickly populated areas of the monsoon region of South, Southeast and East Asia. Primitive subsistence agriculture includes shifting cultivation and nomadic herding. So, shifting cultivation is practiced in the thickly forested areas of Amazon basin, tropical Africa, parts of Southeast Asia and Northeast India. These are the areas of heavy rainfall and quick regeneration of vegetation. A plot of land is cleared by felling the trees and burning them. The ashes are mixed with the soil, and the crops like maize, yam, potatoes, and cassava are grown. After the soil loses its fertility, the land is abandoned and the cultivator moves to a new plot. Shifting cultivation is also known as slash and burn agriculture. Shifting cultivation is known by different names in different parts of the world. Jhoming. Jhoming in Northeast India, Milpa, Mexico, Rica, Brazil, Ladang in Malaysia. Nomadic herding is practiced in the semi-arid and arid region of Sahara, Central Asia and some part of the India like Rajasthan and Jammu and Kashmir. In this type of farming, herdsmen move from place to place with their animals for fodder and water along defined routes. These type of movement arises in response to climatic constraints and terrains. Sheep, camel, yak and goats are most commonly reared. They provide milk, meat, wool, hides and other products to the herders and their families. This is subsistence farming. Now, commercial farming. In commercial farming, crops are grown and animals are reared for sale in market. The area cultivated and the amount of capital used is large. Most of the work is done by machines. Commercial farming includes commercial grain farming, mixed farming, and plantation agriculture. In commercial grain farming, crops are grown for commercial purposes. Wheat and maize are common commercially grown grain. Major areas where commercial grain farming is practiced are temperature grassland of North America, Europe, and Asia. These areas are sparsely populated with large farms spreading over hundreds of and hectares. Serve winters, restrict the growing season, and only a single crop can be grown. In mixed farming, the land is used for growing food and fodder crops and rearing livestock. In the practice in Europe, Eastern USA, Argentina, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. Plantation are the type of commercial farming where single crop of tea, coffee, sugarcane, cashew, rubber, banana, or cotton are grown. Large amount of labor and capital are required. They produce maybe processes on the farm itself or nearby factories. The development for a transport network is essential for such farming. Major plantations are found in the tropical regions of the world. Rubber in Malaysia, coffee in Brazil, tea in India and Sri Lanka are some examples. So this is picture of commercial farming. Now some major crops are first rice, major food crop of the world, staple diet of the tropical and subtropical regions, needs high temperature, humidity and rainfall. Leads in the production of rice followed by India. Now next topic is wheat. It requires moderate temperature and rainfall during growing season and bright sunshine at the time of harvest. It thrives best in well-drained loamy soil. Wheat is grown extensively in USA, Canada, Argentina, Russia, Ukraine, Australia and India. In India it grows in winter. Millets. They are also known as coarse grain and can be grown on less fertile and sandy soil. It is hardy crop that needs low rainfall and high to moderate temperature and adequate rainfall. Jawar, bajra and ragi are grown in India. Other countries are Nigeria, China and Niger. Next is maize. Maize requires moderate temperature, rainfall, and lots of sunshine. It needs well drained, fertile soil. Maize is grown in North America, Brazil, China, Russia, Canada, India, and Mexico. Next, cotton. Cotton requires high temperature, light rainfall, 210 frost free days and bright sunshine for its growth. It grows best on black and alluvial soil. China, USA, India, Pakistan, Brazil, and Egypt are the leading producers of cotton. It is one of the main raw material for the cotton textile industry. Next is jute. Jute was also known as the golden fiber. It grows well on alluvial soil and requires high temperature, heavy rainfall, and humid climate. The crop is grown in the tropical areas. India and Bangladesh are the leading producer of jute. Next is coffee. Coffee requires warm and wet climate and well-drained loamy soil. Hill slopes are more suitable for growth of these crops. Brazil is the leading producer, followed by Colombia and India. Tea. Tea is a beverage crop grown on plantations. These requires cool climate and well disturbed high rainfall throughout the year for the growth of its tender and leaves. It needs well drained loamy soil and gentle slopes. Labor in large number is required to pick the leaves. Kenya, India, China, Sri Lanka produce the best quality of tea in the world. Now, agricultural development. This is our next topic. Agricultural development refers to the effort to increase farm production so as to meet growing demand of increasing population. Mechanization, a part of agricultural development, means using more machines than human labor. Agriculture has developed in different places in different parts of the world. Developing countries with large population usually practices intensive agriculture, which where crops are grown on small holding, mostly for subsistence. Large holding are more suitable for commercial agriculture, as in USA, Canada, and Australia. With the help of two case studies of farms, one from India and other for USA. So basically, in your textbook, after last page of your chapter, there are two stories: a farm in India and a farm in USA. So I am going to explain in brief and listen properly. There is a small village, Adilabad in Ghaziapur, district of Uttar Pradesh. Munna Lal is a small farmer in this village who has farmland of about 1.5 hectares. His house is in the main village. He purchases his high yielding varieties of seed from the market. Every alternate year, the land is fertile and he grows at least two crops in a year, which are normally wheat or rice and pulses. The farmer takes advice of his friends and elders as well as government agriculture officers regarding farming practices. He takes a tractor on rent for plowing his field, though some of his friends still use traditional methods of using bullocks for plowing. There is a tube well in the nearby field which he takes on rent to irrigate his field. Munnalal also has two buffaloes and two few hens. He sells milk in the cooperative store located in the nearby town. He is a member of cooperative society which also advises him on the type of fodder for his animals, safety measures to protect the health of the livestock, and artificial insemination. All the members of the family help him in various farm activities. Sometimes he takes credit from a bank or the agriculture cooperative society to buy HYV seeds and implement. He sells his produce in the mandi located in the nearby town. Since majority of the farmers do not have lack shortage facilities, but they are forced to sell the produce when even the market is not favorable to them. In recent years, the government has taken some steps to develop storage facilities. Now we have completed a farm in India. Now we comes to the next topic, a farm in US. The average size of a farm in the US is much larger than that of an India farm. Typical of farm size in the US is about 250 hectares. The farmer generally resides in the farm. Some of the major crops grown: corn, soya bean, wheat, cotton, and sugar beet. Joe Horan, a farmer in the Midwest USA in Iowa State, about 300 hectares of land. He grows corn on his field after making sure that soil and water resources meet the needs of his crop. Adequate measures are taken to control pests that can damage the crop. For time to time, he sent the soil samples to a soil testing laboratory to check whether the nutrients are sufficient or not. The result helped Joe Horan to plan a scientific fertilizer program. His computer is linked to the satellite, which gives him a precise picture of his field. This helps him to use chemical fertilizers and pesticides wherever they are required. He uses tractors, seed drills, leveler, combine harvester, and thresher to perform various agriculture operations. Grains are stored in the automated grain storage or dispatched to market agencies. The farmer in USA works like a businessman and not like a peasant farmer. So some primary activities are breeding of fish, agriculture, pisciculture, sericulture, horticulture, and viticulture. So here we start our definition part. So primary activities, activities which involve direct extraction and production of natural resources are called primary activities. For example, agricultural farming, sericulture, pisciculture, etc. Secondary activities, activities which are concerned with the processing of natural resources are called secondary activities. Tertiary activities, activities which fall neither in the primary category nor the secondary category are called tertiary activities. They do not use natural resources directly. Agriculture is the primary activity that involves cultivation of crops, fruits, vegetables, flowers, and rearing of livestock. Subsistence farming, subsistence farming is the form of agriculture practiced solely to meet the needs of the farmer's family. The practices involved are usually old fashioned. Intensive subsistence agriculture. In intensive subsistence agriculture, simple tools and huge labor are used by a farmer to cultivate a small plot of land. Shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation is the form of agriculture in which a plot of land is cleared by felling the trees and burn them. The ashes are then mixed with soil and crops are grown. After some time, the land is abandoned and the farmers move to a different place. Nomadic herding. Nomadic herding refers to the practice in which herdsmen move from place to place with their animals for fodder and water. Commercial farming. Commercial farming is the practice in which crops are grown exclusively for commercial purposes, either for sale in the market. Commercial grain farming. It is a class of commercial farming in which crops like wheat and maize are grown for commercial purposes. Mixed farming. It is a type of commercial farming in which land is used for growing food and fodder, crops, and rearing livestock. Plantation. These are type of commercial farming where only a single crop like tea, coffee, sugarcane, cashew, rubber, banana, or cotton is there. Food crops. Crops like rice, wheat, maize, millets are called food crops. Fiber crops. Crops like jute, cotton are called fiber crops. Their usage is not as food. Beverage crop. Tea and coffee are called beverage crops. Agricultural development. Agricultural development refers to the effort to increase farm production so as to meet the growing demand of the increasing population. Mechanization. This refers to the process of using machines more than human labor. So today I am going to give you 5 extra questions that are long. How does the Joe Horan grow corn with full scientific ways? Joe Horan, a farmer, grows corn on his field after making sure that soil and water resources meet the needs of these crops. Adequate measures are taken to control pests that can damage the crop. From time to time, he sends the soil samples to testing laboratory to check whether the nutrients are sufficient or not. The results help Horan to plan a scientific fertilizer program. His computer is linked to the satellite, which gives him a precise picture of his field. This helps him to use chemical fertilizer and pesticides wherever they are required. Second, what is agricultural development and what is the ultimate aim of agricultural development? Agricultural development refers to the efforts made to increase farm production in order to meet the growing demand of increasing population. This can be achieved in many ways, such as increasing the crop area, the number of crop grown, improving irrigation facilities, use of fertilizers and high yielding variety of seeds. Mechanization of agriculture is also another aspect of agricultural development. The ultimate aim of agricultural development is to increase food security. Third, how is rice a major food crop? In category of crops grown to meet the requirement of the growing population. Rice is the major food crop of the world. It is the staple diet of the tropical and subtropical regions. Rice needs high temperature, high humidity, and rainfall. It grows best in alluvial clay soil, which can retain water. China leads in the production of rice, followed by India, Japan, Sri Lanka, and Egypt. In favorable climatic conditions, as in West Bengal and Bangladesh, two or three crops are grown in a year. Fourth, what do the term plantation means and which are the major plantations in the tropical regions of the world? Plantation are the type of commercial farming where single crop of tea, coffee, sugarcane, cashew, rubber, banana or cotton are grown. Large amount of labor and capital are required. The produce may be processed on the farm itself or in nearby factories. The development of a transport network is thus essential for such farming. Major plantations are found in the tropical regions of the world. Rubber in Malaysia, coffee in Brazil, tea in India and Sri Lanka are some examples. Fifth, how a nomadic farming practice. What does the reared animal provide the herders and their family? Nomadic herding is practiced in the semi-arid and arid region of Sahara, Central Asia and some parts of India like Rajasthan, Jammu and Kashmir. In this type of farming, herdsmen move from place to place with their animals for fodder and water along defined routes. These type of movement arises in response of climate to climatic constraints and terrain. Sheep, camel, yak and goats are most commonly reared. They provide milk and meat, wool, hides and other products to the herders and their families. So here we completed our chapter. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you are having any doubt or any query, then please comment down.